G'day everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you guys are doing well. We are back again here in front of Moonrise Towers. In the previous episode, I suppose we had a bit of a mixed bag sort of episode, didn't we? We sort of explored a little bit of Moonrise Towers, but then decided to go back to Last Light Inn, purely because I sort of just suddenly remembered a comment that someone left about the inn having its own cellar and all that sort of stuff. So we definitely checked that out. Hopefully we got everything in that area, and perhaps maybe, you know, hopefully there's no additional secrets or anything like that that I've missed. But we are now moving on back to Moonrise Towers to see if we can, you know, discover more in this place. One of the main things that I wanted to check out is, you know, something to do with strange noises. I can't remember exactly where the strange noises are. Perhaps maybe it's, yeah, if now that I'm remembering what happened when we were last here, I think we were about to sort of go up onto the rafters and see if we could find what's going on with these noises. I believe it's upstairs, because we first went to the kitchen and then the noises sort of moved. Well, it moved on the map, at least. So I believe it should be around here somewhere. So let's just have a look around. Also, we haven't really explored all of this, have we? So we should look around some more. But perhaps maybe let's deal with the noises first. I'm leaving everyone else down there just because I feel like it's a little bit complicated when so many people are up here with us.
That's curious.
Ooh, what do we have here? Oh! Wait a second. If I look at what's going on downstairs, we did check out the fireplace that had like all this strange mucus coming out of it. Maybe this is what's making the weird noises? Possibly. Do we have the right gear? Perhaps. Do we attack this thing, or there's some tentacles coming out of it? So...
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing.
Arcana. Well, +2 is not too bad. Hopefully we get this. Ooh, nice.
You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid.
Reach in? This seems like a bad idea, but I'll do it anyway and see what happens.
Awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now.
I knew it. Let's see. I mean, I think the answer is obvious here. I could have even perhaps used other sort of gear set to improve on this, but hopefully we get this, so we will go limp and ride it out. Yeah, okay. That was close.
You stop resisting, your arm bending with the movement of the flesh, and suddenly an opening appears. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Did that, like, permanently damage our arm or something? No. Okay. What was that all about, though? I don't see anything else pointing towards the noise, so I guess we've removed that because we've discovered where it is, but what the hell is this thing? I wonder if it's just like a living thing that's coursing through the entire castle or something. Can we do anything else?
The tentacle pulses within the wall, waiting.
Okay, we can reach back in if we really wanted to, but maybe not. I assume the same thing will happen, and I don't know how lucky we will be next time, but perhaps maybe it's an interaction that we should have once something else has happened. I don't know. I mean, I could redo it. Let's do it. Why not?
There is no hesitation this time. The tendrils lash out like a waiting predator.
Okay.
The tendrils tighten, and suddenly you are
Oh.
elsewhere.
What?
The presence is no longer approaching you, but encircling you, observing you.
Aberration! Why? What? Who are you?
I know your voice. You're the Absolute.
I am. We are.
A pause, as if it struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me. To better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you are the flaw in their design. The single thread that could unravel everything they've planned.
The Grand Design. We have heard about the Grand Design before. That is to do with the Gith, right? And Vlaakith. And this thing is saying that they are a slave to the Grand Design. So perhaps maybe in some way this is connected to the Githyanki? Who are they?
They name themselves chosen. But they are slavers. They will use me to bind this world. But I cannot bind you. You must come to me so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Come, become.
Resist it!
Oh, okay. submit. Become. Let's use our dex. Search for some leverage to slide your arm out. We need a 21 here. Ugh. We've got inspiration, so I don't mind using inspiration for this. Oh my god. Please. Even worse. Come on. Ah. Well, this is our last chance, so... Okay. Alright. Probably a decision we're gonna have to live with. I mean, we're fresh out of inspiration. I don't know if that was a good use of all of our inspiration or not. Anyway.
An illithid oubliette. Right beneath the
What
towers.
is this place?
A colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from.
The hell? And I'm not going to be able to portal my way out of this, I don't think. Can I bring any of my party members into that space as well?
What's the story?
Of course. Ursa's out this way. Would have been nice if Ursa just joined us.
Hey, good looking. That's right.
Okay, let's see if we can get the other party members to follow. And now, in hindsight, I feel like maybe I should have just brought them, and we could have gotten a little bit of guidance to try and break free, but... Whoops. Let's turn that off.
She belongs to everyone.
The sound of flesh echoes from further away, retreated beyond your reach.
Okay. Right, I can't bring my party members in there, I don't think. So... Blue's on his own. Dislocated shoulder. Jeez, okay. I don't know what that means, but... Disadvantage on attack rolls. This is a very, very bad situation. Righto guys, sorry about that small cut there. Alright, so... Let's explore a little bit. Despite my... my feelings about this place, I don't really think we have much of a choice. If we die, then the good thing is we don't really have too far to go if we have to reload.
These boots have seen everything.
So, I like the fact that we have had this conversation with the voice of the Absolute. What I don't like is the fact that we're trapped in here. And also the Dream Visitor.
There's something on the other side. No way through from here, though.
Something on the other side, like here? Oh yeah, the Dream Visitor did say that this is a trap of some kind. I don't know if this is a good thing to be stepping in. Then there's all of this, I think there might be a pathway through there. Harp-shaped pin. I guess maybe because... Why? Why would that be here, though? Because this would be from a harper, right? Well... that means there must be a way in and out of this place. Zealot Prizd. It says that we would be stealing. Ooh. Thank you very much. I'll maybe just throw that to the camp. There's no one here to see it, see us steal all of that stuff. But also, I mean, I don't know if people will start getting upset at us if we manage to make our way back. I see a goblin over there. The membrane. Perhaps maybe we can attack it? Another membrane here. Okay, just leads back around. Steel loves meat. It sings. What? Something back there. I suppose we may naturally find our way there. Hopefully.
Hook horror. Wonderful.
Hook horror. Why did we say that? Perhaps maybe we're just familiar with the sound? Oh no. Okay, because it's just over here. Right. We will probably want to get it to step into spike growth. I think. 70 HP. I mean, it really depends on how many of these things there are. I don't really see too much more going on over here, so I'm hoping there's only just the one. Yeah, I'm gonna try and funnel him through here.
Alright, time to skulk about.
Let's pull back a tiny bit. And I will try to attack as soon as we're in range. Oh, not quite in range there. Alright. Might need to step in a little bit. I guess casting, like, light on my weapon is not really doing us any favors here. Oh, we're trying to sneak. But yeah, we do have that disadvantage. That's horrible.
No time for mercy.
Whoops.
Where do I go from here?
Okay. Eight. Whew. Alright. Alright. Not good.
These boots have seen everything.
There's two of them. Oh no. And we're not dealing a lot of damage at all, in fact. We cannot flee while in this region. Oh, Lord. This disadvantage that we have because of dislocation of our shoulder is really, really bad. Can they reach us from here? Maybe. I mean, I've got a chance to hit. Oh, path is interrupted though. What can I do? Can I heal my condition using any potions, I wonder? Dark skin, bloodlust. An additional action. That could be good. Fire resist, vigilance. Can't be surprised. Oil of accuracy. I'm sort of hoping to find something that will just remove any condition. I don't think there's anything like that though that I have on me. Ugh. Plus the other thing is I don't really know if I'm going to be able to hit these guys accurately from my current position. Be surprised. Become blessed. Until long rest. I mean, maybe. I feel like we're not really going to get out of this situation, though. Any actions that I can actually take, though? Ritual... For 10 turns, I could jump around a little bit more. I don't know if that would be beneficial, but I might actually drop it on purely because who knows, our options could only be to try and escape these guys. And or, you know, this battle will last up to 10 turns, who knows. Yeah, okay. Decide to get through this? No? Okay. They don't really like trying to get through the thorns at all. Can I hit from here? Yes, I can. And I'm gonna pop this on. Can I get the other one? Interrupted. I mean, I'll try. Oh. Ooh, this is going oh so well. Gonna pull back a little bit, and I'll just see if these guys decide to, you know, try and traverse through the spikes or not. One other thing that could save us is maybe Misty Step. If I can get a really good angle with Misty Step to avoid both of them, we could try to do that. Yeah, it seems like they just don't want to move whatsoever. I'm just afraid that if I stay here, though, they're going to take the damage and then, you know, surround us. Tiny little bit of movement there. I don't want to use brace because I think I should move out of the way. But yeah, this is really, really bad. Oh, okay. Alright. A little bit of damage there. I like it. Yeah. Okay. This might take a while, guys. My lord. Hit and run tactics. Okay. Back we go. I mean, I'll take this. It's just probably some really boring footage for you guys to watch. Okay, at least we're getting a little bit of our hits in. I don't know. Should I risk doing a brace in the next one? I could try. But that does mean that we won't be able to move after, so bit of a risk here because, yeah, as I said, if they do decide to try and take the damage. You know what? I'll do brace once I'm happier with, you know, perhaps maybe a little bit lower HP level on this first hook horror. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty happy doing brace after this one. because they've also got that jump ability, right? So they could, like, potentially just jump all the way up this way. And that could spell disaster, although we can tank a little bit of damage and then perhaps maybe Misty Step this way if they decide to cross the thorns. Let's do Brace. Ooh, nice. Yeah, can I move slightly? Okay. I don't really have an angle there, unfortunately. So I think I'm gonna have to end my turn, or I could do another one of these special arrows. Roaring Thunder. Or another arrow of fire. Let's do that. Okay. No hits. Yes. Okay. So no more brace though, but let's fire off a couple of shots. Oh my god. Thank the Lord. Let's get rid of that. I hope these are the only two hook horrors in the area. Because if we have to deal with more, yeah, well, I guess I can use the same strategy. I don't know if there was some kind of bug causing these guys to just not pursue us, or if they literally are programmed to behave that way and not to take risks and walk through thorns. But I am just super grateful that we do have spike growth on us. Oh man. Is there something buried here? Very likely. Do I not have a shovel on me? Perhaps I don't have a shovel on me. Which is a bit frustrating. Let's do it here. Maybe. Yes! Okay. See invisibility. What, are we saying that there's something hiding or lurking in here that we can't see? You know what I'll do, guys? Probably this is a good place for a quick save. Before we, you know, die horribly to something. This suddenly turned into a horror game. Civilian, take that. Okay. Nothing going on there. Just try to tread lightly, just in case, but I think that's it for this area. There's a way out right here, thank God.
The stink of that place might never wash out.
Okay. Where the hell are we? We can go back to camp and maybe regroup with people if we wanted to, but maybe I can spend a little bit of time exploring.
That's curious.
Scroll of Fire Shield. I think we've seen Fire Shield before, haven't we? Take all of that. How are we doing weight-wise? Not the greatest. Alright. We do have 2 tadpoles to try and spend. So we'll do that eventually. Where the hell are we? Some kind of a jail. Ooh, okay. There's a dock here. Oh. Oh, what? Wulbren. Isn't this the guy that we need to look for I forget his name. But he's waiting for us at the inn, and we met him first at the Grimforge area. Well, not that wasn't the first time we met him. I think we met him at like that windmill initially. I forget his name, but I think he's looking for that Wulbren guy. So we need to try and get there, obviously. Interesting. Oh. I can apparently use the sloop. I'm not sure I'm entirely comfortable doing that without the rest of my party though, because I could be sailing straight into trouble. And that would be difficult to deal with, similar to our experience just before. And I'm wondering, I'm just sort of speculating here, guys, but I wonder if, even if we had the rest of the party with us, whether or not only one of us would have gotten sucked in, so to speak.
Don't mind if I do.
So I feel like that was a very challenging fight to deal with, purely because we were on our own. But if we weren't on our own, I think that would have been,
Something over there.
well, I would say a bit of a cakewalk. Only 2 of them. But then again, you never know. Could be difficult to deal with. I wonder if this is just something that we need to sleep off. So we might need to do a long rest or something.
What's hiding here?
Okay. More prisoners here. Oh! Leah and Cal. Isn't this the 2 tieflings that, the other guy, the arrogant tiefling is trying to rescue? So, a couple of our objectives is here, but question is, how do I actually get to these guys? I suppose, hang on, if I backtrack a little bit, look, there's the sloop. We can take that and see where it takes us. But then there's also like this area here, so if we go up that way, potentially there's a way to jump down. But if I jump down, though, I wonder if there's a way to get back up. I suppose this is where we should do a quick save, just in case. I mean, nothing's hostile just yet, so presumably I'm not in a restricted area or anything. But I think I should be able to jump down, right? I will take some damage. Ooh, yep. Nice. Okay. Where the hell are we, though? In relation to the rest of the party, that is. I mean, I'm glad that we managed to get ourselves out of that mess.
Don't speak to the prisoners. The Absolute forbids it.
Okay, okay. What is this place? What the hell is going on here? Oh. Okay, they're like bleeding prisoners and just like flowing blood down to this pit. Actually, hang on a second. We're seeing the same, like, tendrils that we saw before, and even, you know, when we were sort of down in that disgusting pit. maybe this thing is one entire organism of some kind. Again, I feel like we're presented with yet another party with another interest, like the Absolute's voice. And they almost sound as if they're, you know, imprisoned in some way. And they're requesting us to sort of assist them. And then there's another party that we've now heard about, this group known as the Chosen. I initially thought perhaps maybe the Absolute was referring to the Githyanki.
Did you request this post too? I'm glad I got the Warden and not Zarel. Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you. The Warden won't like that.
Okay, so maybe we shouldn't speak to some of these prisoners then, even if we get the chance. I mean, this Wulbren fellow is just right here, so assuming we can actually speak with him.
We won't let them win. Not now, not ever.
But judging by that conversation, we might actually get into trouble if we did that. So I'll avoid it for now, and we'll see if we can, you know, regroup with the party before we do anything risky. We've got a couple more inspiration thanks to all of that mess that we got ourselves out of now. So there's this central pillar here as well, which perhaps maybe I do want to take a look at, but what else is going on? And also, I do want to check this out. It seems a little bit difficult to get to, though. Maybe we can jump across and make our way there. A lot of these scrying eyes everywhere.
To true soul, should they accept the Absolute? Ugh. Then I shall have to keep them busy praying for mercy from other gods, won't I?
Ugh. Some kind of a blood trail going up this way. Might just quickly check that out. Ooh, okay. Must be some kind of a torture chamber, torture room. This entire jail is a torture room.
One foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight. Make them fear you. A new face. Do as the Warden says, when she says, and you'll be fine.
Okay. Scroll of false life. What does that do? Gain 7 temporary hit points until long rest. I get the feeling we may have seen that actually. Let's throw that in there. Ugh. If only these things were actually worth something, I would pick them up. About the scalpel. Is that worth anything? 16 gold. That's actually not too bad compared to a lot of the other junk that we find. Like, I think the surgery kit is like only 1 gold. Yeah. There's certainly a lot of viscera everywhere, and there's a lot of, like, severed limbs lying about. I mean, these guys need to learn how to clean up after themselves, to be honest.
You ought to be kinder, to the prisoners.
Alright, oh, okay, yeah.
Be a dear and strike me deaf. Our guests are especially sobby today.
Can't blame them in their predicament. But hopefully this takes us back out to the ground floor, because I'm just feeling really nervous about being on my own here. Ah, yes, okay. So this is the throne room that we were in when we met Ketheric Thorm. Which means, yeah, our guys should just be up this way, right?
Love to, thanks.
Yeah, okay. So let's group everyone together. My lord. Alright, I am really breathing a sigh of relief now.
No one stopped me
I
yet.
should be able to just, like, get everyone to come back our way. Nice. Okay. These people, have we spoken to these guys yet?
I'm bound for the war camp. I'm no fighter, but perhaps she sees something I do not.
The disciple has returned upstairs, but perhaps she'll still see me.
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind. Of many parts, one whole. In her name, her design.
Sister.
They say the general cannot die. Perhaps that will be the Absolute's gift to us all.
Okay. I can't remember if we did speak to these four. I get the feeling that we may have spoken to some of these guys, the Zentarim, and this Lan guy as well. I'm gonna want to be a bit careful here and just make sure that we're, you know, quick saving regularly. In fact, I should do that now. Just in case we get into any trouble, because it is definitely not my intention to get into any fights anytime soon until we're very, very comfortable with, you know, the decisions that we want to make in this place. Not to mention, there's a bunch of people that we need to try and save as well, right? So, getting into fights may either remove those chances of us saving people, or even maybe diminish our chances of saving certain people. So we need to sort of be careful on that front. Let's pop that on. I feel like I want to do a long rest, but perhaps maybe I'll do that, like, at the beginning of the next episode. Just coming back here with everyone else to see if we can continue our exploration. What we have going on here? So, when we were down in that pit, I did see, you know, someone sort of having a conversation, or perhaps maybe even just talking to themselves. But we didn't actually manage to get to that location and to see whatever it was that was, you know, speaking. I don't know how to get there, actually, and I'm curious. I wonder if I could jump into the pit and discover what's down there, but maybe we'll come back and do that another time. I'm just curious also... Oh, okay, the door is locked. Is there a way for us to get around, perhaps? Also, where the hell is Ursa? Okay, stuck. For whatever reason.
Can't give up now. Wonder if the gods are watching.
I know we're not really supposed to talk to these guys, but I'm gonna try anyway and see what happens. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, let's have a chat.
It's up for discussion.
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's persuade them. What are the prisoners going to do? Talk me to death?
Your reasoning is hard to argue with. You're free to speak to the prisoners.
Nice. Alright, let's have a chat.
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in.
Couple cells down, okay. You're not getting any help from me. Enjoy yourself. What are the gnomes planning?
I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
Okay. Well, let's have a chat with the gnomes then. Prisoner's journal over here. I wonder if there's a way in. I mean, perhaps maybe what we could do, I guess I didn't really try this before, but we could have tried to break through the wall from the other side, right? Like, maybe that's what we can do. If we can jump back up to this area, make our way back down, maybe we can just simply break them out. But let's listen to whatever this plan is that they have.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly?
I just want to torment you in peace. I'm here to help you escape.
Huh. And why would you be so inclined?
My mind is my own. The Absolute has no control over me. We only need a 6. I mean, I could roll a 1. Oh! Oh no! Come on. Yeah.
The Absolute thinks she's got you by the scruff of the neck. But it's the other way around, isn't it? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn.
How did you end up in here?
All that matters is how we're gonna get out. Us and the tieflings both. An iron hand leaves no one behind. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not iron hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdor, make sure a guard doesn't see you, or we're both done for.
Throw it through the bars.
It's only a matter of time, till we're served up to the necromancer on a platter.
We'll get you to Baldur's Gate, sir. I swear it.
Only a matter of time. Are we...
Without me, everything will be for naught. The Iron Hand gnomes must succeed.
Let me do a quick save here, because I'm just concerned that we're on a timer of some kind after having a chat with Wulbrand. Have we seen everything there is to see? And they said, well, Wulbrand said that all we need to do is just throw some weapons in. Assuming perhaps maybe blunt weapons would do the job. So how does that work? So if we throw... Like, if we threw a club in... Oh, yeah, okay, we can simply throw it through the bars. We'd probably need to do that while these things are not looking. So, I'll probably do that, but not immediately. Because, again, as I said before, I sort of want to be certain of... you know, some of the things that we want to do here before making complete enemies out of all of these guys. If we have to reload at this point because of a timer, then so be it. But yeah, there's also some trading and stuff like that to do, so you know, there's all of that sort of stuff. Who's this person? Oh, the warden.
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side.
Disciple Balthazar. Who is Disciple Balthazar?
My, they are letting all sorts become a true soul these days. He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him.
I'm looking for a particular prisoner. Duke Ravengard?
He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care.
Other tieflings, your own people, are in a cell. Aren't you bothered?
Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. You would do well to remember that.
You must confiscate a lot of interesting things from these prisoners.
Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority.
In the office above, you say? Okay. You know what? Your face is pretty bland too.
My face might be bland, but yours? It is now carved into my memory forever.
Alright, well, I think that's that. So, a bunch of stuff upstairs. Got it. But I guess maybe it would count as stealing if we took all of that stuff. Also, for some reason, this door is locked. Okay, this one leads us back to the very questionable pit. Pit entrance. Again, not sure if we can actually jump down. It might be an interesting thing to just try it. what should we do next? I'm thinking there's a area that we haven't visited, which is just up this way. So there are 2 sentries posted there. So I do want to have a chat with them and then maybe check out where that door leads. And of course I do want to have a long rest as well. So I might actually take a break here, guys, and when we come back, we'll do the long rest first thing, and then we'll check out whatever this is. There's probably a bunch of stuff that I can loot in this area as well. And I'd say we want to progress up into the tower further, just to find out what's going on the upper levels. And, you know, once we've explored the entire tower, then we can make decisions on how to break the prisoners free, and make enemies with the absolute cultists, obviously. Anyway, chuck me that like down below, guys, if you enjoyed it. Keep those comments coming. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.